This summer, I have traveled a lot. I traveled to the United States. I traveled back to Spain. I traveled to the island of Mallorca. And when you go to those places, you have to go by plane. You have to fly in the air. Well, I guess you can go by boat on the water, but that would take a long time. Today, we're going to talk about flying. Hello everyone, welcome back to English on Autopilot. And today, we are going to talk about flying. We are going to talk about flying in an airplane. When you fly, you need to go to the airport. You need to go to the airport to catch a plane. I like to go to the airport by car. If I have a friend who drives, it's perfect. If not, I use my phone and I call an Uber or a taxi to get to the airport. Why? Well, when I fly, I normally feel stressed, nervous, and when I go by car, I feel more relaxed. I feel in control. Because you need to be on time. If you are late and your plane takes off, you'll be stuck in the airport. Not good. So I like to be on time. When I go to the airport, I normally bring with me luggage. I bring maybe a suitcase with some wheels and a little handle. I bring a suitcase to the airport and a backpack. I bring a backpack as well. In my backpack, I bring the important things. In my backpack, I bring my passport, very, very important. No passport, no flying to other countries. If you fly within the country, it's okay, but you need ID. So I always bring my passport. Also, in my backpack, I always bring a book to read on the plane. When you get to the airport, you need to go to the counter where someone is going to help. Someone is going to help check you in. They will take your suitcase and make sure that it gets on the plane. Also, they will give you your boarding pass, where it tells you your seat and has all the information about your flight. It's very important. After that, you go through security, where they put your backpack through a machine. Security takes your bags and your backpacks, and they put them through a machine that X-rays, that sees inside your bags to see if you have anything that you are not allowed to take on the plane. For example, a bottle of water. No, a bottle of water is not allowed. So they make sure you don't have anything you shouldn't have. After you go through security, you need to wait. You need to wait for your plane. When you're waiting, you can get food to eat, or you can go shopping. You can go shopping and buy things like clothes, cologne, or perfume, even tobacco, even cigarettes. There's a lot to buy. Normally, I don't buy anything, but I normally get a snack because after being stressed, I'm a little hungry. When it's time for your plane, you need to go to your gate. At your gate, for example, gate 47, for example, they start to board the plane where people get on the plane. They board the plane. You need to wait again in line to get on the plane. The agent at the gate agent is going to look at two things. They are going to look at your boarding pass to make sure it's the correct flight, and your passport to make sure you are the right person. After that, they will let you get on the plane, where normally you have a seat. Now, these seats are very important, and I have a favorite seat. On the plane, there are normally two rows. And there's always a window on each side. There's one side of the row, and then there's another. On really big planes, there's even more seats in a row. There's a lot of seats in a row. On the big planes, when I fly to the United States, there's 10 seats. When I flew to Mallorca, there was only 6. There were 3 and 3. There's the window seat, a good seat. For a short flight, it's the best because you can look out the window. It's a good seat. Or there's the middle seat. The middle seat. It's in between two other people. And if you don't know them, if you don't know them, they're strangers, it's a bad seat. And then my favorite seat, the aisle seat. Next to this seat is where you can walk up and down the plane to go to the restroom, to stand up and stretch. It's the best seat. I love the aisle seat. What do I do on the plane? Well, I like to read. I like to listen to music. And I love to watch movies. Oh, that is my favorite, is to watch movies because the time goes by fast. If you're bored with nothing to do, the flight feels so long and time goes so slow. But with movies, And music and books, it goes by fast. Or the best thing to do on a flight when you're sitting there and you're waiting and waiting is to sleep on the plane. Then time goes very fast. When I was young, I was scared of flying. I did not like to fly. But now, today, I like to fly because it's time to relax. There are no cell phones, no, because normally you only have Wi-Fi, and with the Wi-Fi, I don't pay. No, it's not free. You need to pay. You need to pay money. It's not worth it. I like to relax. What about you? Are you scared of flying? Or do you like to fly? Put it in the comments below. All right, everyone. We'll see each other in the next video. Bye.